Hi besties, I've come on to do Theme Thursday and I know it's Friday and I'm going to explain about that in a minute because I want to talk about that fact. I think it was poppers this week. Now if you look at the back there along my radiator, I've got all kind of popper clothes. We've got bed suits mainly because I found that mainly most of my clothes with poppers on were night clothes, but obviously I've other things because the white thing that you can see here on my is a romper suit. It is new. I haven't had it on my babies yet, and I found it and I thought, ooh, get that out and give it a go. And that's got poppers along the back, and I believe there's poppers on the back, I think. Don't quote me because I can't remember. So they were poppers. Now as a mum, we often do these stupid things by telling our children about stuff when other things remind us. So when Auntie Yvonne was taught from Having You On, was talking about poppers, it made me think of the packing plastic that we all use to wrap up our Happy Mail, if it's breakables, whatever. And of course, I went on and I told Connie about it. Now, as you can see there, her little head is back slightly. She's an absolute joy and hysterics because I've taught her about what we call popping plastic. So she's got a sea of popping plastic around her. Now, she has been crawling up and down, little pop, pop, pick, pop, pop, and getting quite annoyed occasionally when her weight wasn't heavy enough to make any pops. But it's there and it's set up and she can do it when she likes. Now I've kept some back. I'm sure everybody knows about popping plastic, but I've kept some back just so I can give you a sound. Hang on everybody. No, this isn't ASMR. I'm just showing you the sound. Listen, ready? 1, 2, 3. Now I understand some people find that very therapeutic. I myself like to do it, but it's something that I'd go, oh, I've got to get a bit of packing plastic. I need to pop some pops. No, but little girls like Connie love it. And some time ago now, I had a huge box come, and in that box, it was all wrapped up in popping plastic. Now, I'm not kidding. The popping plastic must have been 10 foot long, if not, and it was a long, thin strip, like it laid along my path. And we laid it out, and my grandson, Gabe, thought it was the most amazing thing ever, running up and down, and then when his weight couldn't do it, they brought in the heavyweights, that's me, and I had to do it. But we all laughed, we all had fun, we were careful because it can get a bit slippery, but it was fun. So obviously when I heard popping, as in pops, snaps, whatever you like to call them, I suddenly thought, oh yeah, I'm going to tell the babies. So I told them all, and Connie, being the one that sits up and likes to get into mischief, decided, great mum, let's find some. So I sorted out my big bag of popping plastic, which I keep because I recycle things. If anyone sends me a gift, I try to save the paper, I try to save the packing inside, and I will try my hardest to reuse because that's what I do. I believe in reusing. I was brought up to reuse, so we reuse. Hence the reason I sometimes buy second-hand clothes for my babies. That is the way it works. And as you know, I do love a good charity shop. Anyway, I wanted just quickly to go over the fact that I think I owe some people an apology because it's been online recently about, sadly, the themes coming not on the day, too early, too late. Now, I owe some apologies to people because, yeah, I have put them on late, and yes, I have put them on early. And the reason for that is because I don't like talking about this on here because this is my happy place. But the reason is that I have a number of issues, mentally and physically. I try not to talk about them, only to my closest of friends. Some of my friends on here know about them. Now, there have been weeks when I haven't put one on at all, and that will be a week when I just couldn't cope with it. I just couldn't either move or mentally, I just couldn't take it. The pressure was too much. I know that sounds daft, but that's the way I roll, you know. And there have been times, obviously, when it's been late, because that's because I have to build myself up to this. It isn't a case of get up in the morning and just go, right, I'll do it. So I owe you an apology to anybody who I've offended by making my videos late or too early. There wasn't any intention in that. It's not because I can't run to a deadline. I can. But if my body says, no, you can't, and my mind also acts in with that and says, ha, you're having a tin bath, I laugh, you're not going to do it. So I apologise to anybody if I have offended you in any way whatsoever. There was never any intention to do that. My only intention was to enjoy my babies, to be able to make the video so that Yvonne could see that I do take interest in what she does. I love what you're doing, Yvonne. I think it's fantastic. Hence the reason I always try my hardest to participate every week in some way, whether it's a small way or a big way. The only time I will not participate in this is if I'm feeling really not myself and bodily and mentally I can't do it, but I will give it a go. I wanted to thank Yvonne for that. I want to thank her for the time, because believe it or not, Yvonne, some weeks it's given me something to do, to think about, to exercise over. I know you think that's silly, perhaps, I hope not, but I want to thank you, Yvonne, for that, because that really does give me the inspiration sometimes to think outside of the box and to think outside sometimes of my own ills, and I thank you for that. I, as a person, hate being late for anything, so sometimes it really does wreck me if I'm late doing this. It can make me feel very upset, very despondent, and I hate it, but I like to give it a go. So to anybody, as I said before, I am sorry, heartfelt apologies if it's offended anyone because I've been late or because I've put it on early. The only way I think we could sort this, and I do not expect Yvonne to change her title, that is not what I'm saying, because I know it was started by another very lovely lady who then handed the mantle on to Yvonne, but I wondered if there's something else we can do in the week, even, Yvonne, I don't know, that gives people like me that sometimes aren't up to the task in one particular day or one particular week, that we could do something that we can do any time of the week. Oh, I'm getting a bit emotional, sorry. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore because this is my happy space and I love you people. Yvonne, as I said before, I thank you so much for doing Theme Thursday. It really does help me. I know you think it wouldn't, but I find it quite therapeutic, and I find being part of a group helps me a great deal. It is a crowd pleaser for me. It helps me tremendously, sorry. So I thank you very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. As you can see, Connie's going to continue playing for a little bit longer. The snappies at the back are all on the radiator drying. Not really. They've been washed and aired before, I guess. Well, actually, some of them haven't, because some of them are brand new. I think the three in the middle have still got the labels on. But anyway, I'm sure you'll see the babies in them sometime. Some of them were gifts to me, which is absolutely marvellous. We all like a gift. Anyway, I love my besties. I love you all. And as you know, I love my babies. And Theme Thursday is a treat for me every week when I'm able. Thank you so much. Love you all. Kisses. Mwah. Grandma Kimmy loves you. Bye.